Want a curved screen, high refresh rate gaming, and don't want to compromise? Well, the ASRock Phantom Gaming 27-inch 240Hz curved monitor is here to deliver. In the box, we've got our power cable, HDMI and DisplayPort cables, and a rugged stand. And finally, the ASRock Phantom Gaming monitor with an impressive 27-inch curved 1500R VA display. This makes for quite the immersive experience, especially in competitive games like Valorant, which demand higher refresh rates. Diving into the specs, this monitor goes up to 1080p, sports a blazing fast 240Hz refresh rate for silky smooth gameplay, and HDR10 support for vibrant lifelike colors. It covers 90% of the DCI-P3 and 113% of the sRGB color spaces, making those visuals pop at a max brightness of 300 nits. This is great for picking out enemies in low visibility situations. It's got a rapid 1 millisecond response time with MPRT mode to keep motion blur in check for perfect aim, and dual 2-watt speakers built right in just in case you don't have your headphones on you. For connectivity, this monitor is equipped with two HDMI 2.0 ports, one DisplayPort 1.2, and a headphone jack. The stand is solid with swivel and tilt adjustments, but there is no height adjustment. However, it does support VESA mounting if you want to customize your setup. The monitor also sports ASRock's low blue light technology, so those long rank-up sessions are a little easier on your eyes. Additionally, FreeSync Premium is also present on this monitor, preventing screen tearing at unstable frame rates. Overall, this monitor does exactly what it says on the box. Super fast, high refresh rate gaming for titles like Valorant to give you the competitive edge you need.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the AMD Presents Flipkart Back to College Cup Season 1, powered by ASRock, Acer W Black and Fortronics. We are now back with the second series of the day, ladies and gentlemen, the upper bracket finals, to see exactly who's going to have that one-way ticket over to the grand finals and see from the back seat who will be the ones to join them from the decider. It's going to be your boy Aggressive here with Raider this time around, as Baba had to go for a little bit of an emergency. Don't worry, everyone, he will be fine. But Raider, how excited are you? The upper bracket. Yes, the normal technical difficulties of VMix. As there is a mute, he's going to be able to fix it, and he should be back in just a second. Don't really worry about it, ladies and gentlemen. But I'm going to tell you a little bit about the storyline as he's trying to fix out that. It's going to be DUPG going up against Airavata. Both of these teams, they're the best of the best. Think about it. I've been hyping both of these teams up for the longest amount of time. And Raider, you're back. You know as well how much I've been hyping both of these teams. I want to see this match.
Oh my god, I mean, Airavata Esports, a team which has got the experience as you were talking about on the back end, and eventually AWP Esports, young bloods. Have to see how the performance goes on and have to see which particular team is going to seal the deal in the upper brackets final and finally go to the grand finals, which will be a BO5, which will be pretty interesting to see. But yeah, for now, DUPG Esports versus Airavata is going to be very, very interesting. It's a BO3 equation, so there is room of making some mistakes. But yeah, guys, there you go. These are the giants which are going to take it Russell at this point, and I'm pretty excited about it.
Yep. It's going to be a pretty exciting matchup in general. We're going to be jumping down over into the lineups as quickly as we possibly can, because don't forget, ladies and gents, it was 30 minutes ago that we were supposed to start this game, but small delays here and there, and we're expecting this to head on down over the full length to 3 maps. But there was a little bit of a problem coming in from the side of DUPG. One of their players, Disease, had some issues, technical difficulties, sorry. He was not going to be able to join the game. So DUPG have opted to play a 4v5. We have allotted a certain amount of time. That's why we took that 30-minute pause to allow the teams an opportunity to get themselves in towards the server. But for the first map, they will have to play without Disease, and hopefully going into game number 2, he's going to have everything sorted out so he can play that match. It will be a very significant disadvantage, and I'm pretty sure the members of DUPG, they're not going to have a lot of hopes of trying to win this one out up against a team of Airavata's caliber, because even when you have 5 players on your squad, this team is not that easy to deal with. Seems as though there's going to be small difficulties coming in from the side of Raider, but don't really worry about it. He will be back in just a couple of seconds. Airavata, though, their team has been a treat to watch. Though it has been inconsistent in some points, the team still is a powerhouse to be reckoned with. Every single player on this roster can be the big change for them, especially with Raja. If Breeze, thankfully Breeze is not going to be here on the cards. It was banned out by the members of DUPG because they understood how much of a menace Raja can be on that cipher. But overall, the map pickup, not my favorite, I would say, because both DUPG and Airavata don't really have the most interesting of compositions when they want to pick up Ascent or a map like mine. Lotus could be a one-sided affair, but at the same time, we have seen DUPG really be quite can really be quite big of a nuisance overall. So, in general, the map of Ascent could have been a lot more better for the members of DUPG if they had all 5 of their members, but with only 4, it's going to be tough overall. And the selection is now in front of your screen, ladies and gentlemen. The sadness of the 4v5 will really be present here, as a Euro instantly picked up by NB maybe wants to put on a little bit of a show, knowing that there's a very, I would say, little chance, maybe 1 or 2%, that we even possibly win up against Airavata for this. But I would say use this opportunity to just understand what your opponents are really capable of. What are their strengths? What are their weaknesses? How do they like to go in for side control? How they like to play their post plans? Are they defensive? Are they aggressive? Feel out your opponents, because I'm pretty sure that the members of and Raider is now back here. And as I was stating, ladies and gentlemen, I'm pretty sure that DUPG hasn't really played the members of Airavata that often. So this will be a completely foreign playstyle for them. I won't say that DUPG had a very easy time getting to this point. But for Airavata and to go up against them, a team that has this much experience, it's going to be tough.
Yeah. I mean, it's going to be pretty interesting, as you rightly said, because the competition is going to be on par. You have a 4v5 equation for the first map, especially. So it's going to be an enticing match for the defenders at this point. Of course, they're at the defending position, so maybe that is going to help them a lot in the first half. But the second half is also going to be quite crucial when they're going to build some good attacks. But yeah, for now, the agents have been locked. As we can see, a lot of duelist play is going to come from the specialty side of DUPG Esports, and I would love to see how they're going to approach with it. Alongside, of course, the 5-man composition that is there from Airavata Esports, they're going to get a very beneficial advantage, I believe, because there is a man-short situation going on for DUPG Esports. So I believe the first half is going to be quite advantageous for them. Let's have a look at that as well.
It's a W key rush, right? That's what they're probably going to go for. It's a 5v4. You know, the overconfidence. It will be brimming to the point of no return. And for the members of Airavata, it's just about trying to finish off this map as quickly as possible. Hope that disease is not going to be able to make it back. The faster they're able to do it, the more chances they have with another 4v5. You never really know. This is the type of thing that most players would do, but the sportsmanship is there. We try to give disease as much of an opportunity as we could for him to get in, but not really much that can be done if the allotted time is not present. Map number 2 hopefully will be a little bit better, but we're here for a show, so possibly a good amount of aim duels, possibly a knife here and there as well, just for banter. Anything is possible.
Alright, the W Gaming is going in, as we can see. But NB2K actually gets a very crucial pick. And the sing. Not just that, we'll get to see a few more bigs coming in. Raja getting some big blows. But at this point, it's basically a 2v2 equation. Moment is pretty low when it comes to the HP. AJ on the inside, 50% HP. It's not going to be an easy entry at this moment. But both the duelists are rotating back. DUPG Esports are now there in the mid-market pizza area. I think this is a very good opportunity, but then again, is there any info for Airavata Esports that the players have already relocated themselves? They've rotated back to the mid locations. Slowly, Raja and Shrey are making an entry. I believe it's possible at this point to get this round. But honestly, the way it all started, like pressing Ws and pushing in and then getting shattered, it's something which was not really expected. But finally, the plant is coming in. There goes the info.
I need to play this one smart here. With Raja being so low on HP, and to make sure that the trade angles are perfect trade. Play from inside to smoke a little bit. Raja needs to be the first line of contact here, but he is technically not. Trade. Good for the 1 kill, and this position is already known. He has spotted out the toes of the Killjoy. Flash in hand. It's not going to be opting to use the teleport. Trade! What a flick and a half. The man doesn't even give a reaction. cool and calm as he always is. Shrey keeping things alive for the members of Team Airavata. That was very dicey, and to lose a possible 4v5 would be a very big deal breaker for your team overall.
Well, there goes the pistol round in the favor of Team Airavata Esports. What a play that was from Shrey. Absolutely amazing individual. Watches the flash and then swings in with the Sovereign Host, and that's exactly how the value came through. Once again, they're pressing the blues for the A side. Smokes are coming through. There. Dash with the updraft already onto Jen. Open TPs, but that is not going to be helpful as Clandestine is going to take the advantage. But there goes NV2K. They pick.
How?
Amazing. Oh, one more pick by NV2K.
Me?
Amazing. It's again a 2v2. What is happening?
It's a 1v1!
1v1. What? The Spectre. A reveal probably. Oh, it's a shock dart. Batman is actually quite low at this point. Won't be an easy 1v1.
So bullets. The Dark Knight approaches. The Joker down below is still going to be able to live here. Has an owl drone, but I don't think he's going to risk using this. Element of surprise is Batman. Making a bit of noise here. He's trying to make the jump, but he's not going to be able to do it. Missed out on the opportunity. Knows for a fact that Buster's towards the opposite side of Under Heaven. It's all about the timing here at this point. One towards the left and towards the right here, but the shot just does not connect. And Buster, who had the better weapon in that fight, does get the victory. Vandal gets picked up for his troubles as well. 0-2, but Airavata, they're sweating to get a lot of these rounds. 4v5, mind you. And there's a triple duelist on the opponent.
And that's the most surprising thing for me. I mean, the way it's quite marginalized when it comes to making an entry, and eventually then even the postman scenario looks very dicey. That's where Team Airavata Esports is now failing, but now they have focused their shift. They focus towards the B side. I'm looking forward to see if there is going to be advantages coming in through that. A reveal will go through. Jet with the Brass breach with the blind. There you go. Jet versus Jet. Issa gets the upper hand. Clandestine goes down. Oh, this is not looking easy. Again, back to a situation where it's a 3v3 equation. Pretty close matchup. Omen goes down. And the box is, of course, a lot of damage coming through. Buster is still there. Planting. Here gets a 1v1 done.
They're not going to be able to do much to try and even break through into this side just yet. Down over to a 2v2, yes, but DUPG, their positions are not that favorable. Shrey, maybe taking a little bit of a risk here. Hybrid is known to be an absolute menace to society in the situations like this, but a beautiful recon bolt for the setup, and Shrey. Confidence overflowing once again. They know what they need to do, but Raider,
Yeah.
you have to think if this is the amount of pressure that DUPG can give in a round with only 4 players, with a triple duelist, mind you. What's gonna happen when Disease comes back?
Oh, I'm looking
And the
forward to
next map
see
is gonna be
how that
their
matchup
map.
goes on. Exactly. So let's wait and watch what happens over there. But even before that, what kind of a storyline will be written in this particular map is something that I'm looking forward to. As you can clearly see, it's a 3-0 altogether. This is a challenging one for these individuals, but they're still moving in. It's a split approach this time. From the tiles, we'll get to see Buster taking down Batman. The Dark Knight has been slayed. From there, it's a 3v5 equation. Won't be an easy one to deal with. There goes a Paranoia. Position has been revealed. Buster takes another one down, and it was almost about to be a flawless win, but then again, it's
One enemy remaining.
NV2K.
Oh,
1v1.
swing!
Oh! But Shrey is again here to save the day. Not the first one, but the third one, to be honest. Back-to-back multiple rounds where Shrey is the last individual holding it off. And he manages to do it again in the 3-factor area.
Man, I don't like this. I really don't like this. I'm close to a heart attack in every other round.
I mean, as a caster, I'm enjoying it, I guess.
Yeah, as a caster, but I'm too emotionally invested into this now because of this 4v5. How are they doing this? How are they making this close? Early fight. He's gonna pay the price for his Batman. Not gonna be able to live through that one for long. A-Star. At the Blade Storm, but he's not gonna be able to do much towards this round. Maybe. Looking for a bit of a fight. A-Star's gonna be able to find the one catch over under one. He's not gonna be able to find his second though. Let's get caught out by Shrey. Now it's all up to A-Star. Maybe pull off a miracle, but with only just a classic in hand, he needs to guarantee a kill and get a gun for himself. Otherwise, it's not gonna be looking that good. This one didn't weapon, but for this retake, with only 30 HP, he needs to channel his inner demon.
As the name suggests, no mercy. Indeed, he showed no mercy at all on A-Star. And there goes one more round. It's 5-0 already. 7 more rounds to go. And I think the scoreline is going to be a little bit more favorable to Team Airavata Esports, as they do have the manpower advantage, and along with that, they have Shrey, the ultimate nemesis, who is holding it off in every single round, making sure that his team prevails as the winner of that particular round. This time the approach will be on B side, where NV2K is holding it off the Yoru from the defender's perspective. There goes a blind probably. Yup. He could be coming in pretty soon. Talking of the markets, reveal is there. Positioning is pretty much evident at this point. Yoru is going to swing.
Be able to survive this one too. A little bit of an early spam coming in from Clandestine. They are going to be able to get out the Euros in a good position too, but this retake not looking that favorable as you would have hoped for. Attackers that quickly work out now utilized to try and divert these attackers away from this fight. Clandestine immediately goes in for the first initial doom. He's going to be able to get it. Finds his second. Now looking for his 4K. That's the fight. He's not going to be able to get it. Envy instead has the bullets for it too. Vandal, trading Supreme, first initial headshot, but get caught out by the sun coming out from the breach. And no mercy, just holding him back all the way. Evane is theirs, but not going to be able to do much with it. 0-6 is Airavata. They kind of found their foothold, and they're not giving the members of DUPG much of an opportunity to even take a 1v1 against them.
This time NV2K will be able to save his weapon, but then again, it's the round losses that are coming in multiple times for DUPG Esports. They are unable to hold their ground. Let's wait and watch what they do in the next few upcoming rounds, as they will have their weaponry, I believe, and the economy will be kind of stable. Next 13 seconds are going to be the moments where the plan has to be made. The approach for this time is going to be from mid towards A probably, or maybe from market to mid to the B side. Let's wait and watch what happens. There goes the shield, and with that, reveal comes through on the mid. The area has been already smoked off by the attackers. Yep, it is going to be an approach towards the market, and A-Star has been taken down. Shrey finds the first pick, but Envy is still standing, takes one down. It's Shrey who has been picked off. Mercy retaliates.
Player standing.
Mercy with a 1v2. Batman has been taken down. It's all about the Omen. Whips a bit initially, but Omen versus Omen. Raja prevails as the winner of this particular round. Airavata Esports with a 7-0.
Round in general. It's kind of an aim game now, with all the members of Airavata in perfect sync and understanding that, hey, this is just a 4v5. We rush together as a team a little bit better and pace ourselves, then DUPG can't really stop us. They don't have utility, they don't really have the map control that they normally have by having an initiator. So let's just play our cards right. Solve Ultimate also in check. There's a quick chance. The hit could be coming in quite fast. Clandestine. It's immediately opts for a swing. Wouldn't find free value here. The A side, rightfully theirs. Not really much to worry about, but A-Star through the wall. He's gonna be able to find the catch. Roll no mercy. He's not gonna be able to expect anything. Hybrid, maybe good for one kill, but Shrey's not gonna give anything away. Shrey, man, his aim is just sublime. He's always one of the best players that you can watch on the side of our camera.
8 big losses. Here comes a timeout, where definitely DUPG Esports has to figure out what has to go on, because they have 3 ults already on into the Shadows, Impress. Yoru is going to be there with his own ult. I am looking forward to see how they're going to take this advantage in the next particular round. But then again, some crucial win for Airavata Esports. But I have to say, I have to give kudos to Shrey because the way he's holding off multiple particular rounds in the post-man scenario is something absolutely amazing. Not just that, even the first bloods are also coming in from his corner. So this is something good. Reveals from Soma also looks quite precise. Anderson on the other corner is someone which I really expect that he's going to perform even more. So let's wait and watch if that's going to be the case. No Mercy, definitely cherishing a lot of moments with the breach initiator that he has got. So yeah, first 8 rounds definitely in the favor of Airavata Esports. They were close contestants, but at the end the result falls in the favor of Airavata Esports. Now they would love to make sure that it's a 12-0 in the first half. Let's see if that's going to be a possibility.
Alarm bot out.
There's a good possibility of them doing that, but with this pause, slight momentum break, but I'm not going to be that hopeful. Hyping up a team is one thing, but hyping them up a little bit too much is another.
Yeah.
0 to 8 seconds left on the clock. Early aggression towards the A side for one of the players. They are going to be expecting it. Batman in the corner. He swings out. He's going to be good for the 1 kill, but he's not going to be good for more than 1. And they're drying like flies because of this rush. They went in for the push, but they are falling. They start towards the corner. Needs to expect the fighter. Raja does get caught out by the flash. And around it comes through for the members of DUPG. A beautiful take. Fearless as ever. DUPG. The pushes coming out from this team is so hard to predict. And this is exactly why. 1 to 8. 1 pause is all that it took for them to figure out the strategy and to stop the members of Airavata.
Pretty crucial round at this point for DUPG Esports. I mean, it all started with the breach ultimate, and then the way Reina came through and Batman was able to swing in and get the victory for the team. Of course, he was taken down at the end, but then again, NV2K, A-Star, Human, he managed to bring the game back. The mid contestment, yes, of course, is going to be A-Star, which is quite low at this point. Clandestine gets the first pick. It's going to be Hybrid who has been taken down. There comes the Jet. There goes the Jet. Shock. Takes 1 down, NV2K. Takes Clandestine down. No Mercy retaliates on the hindsight. Batman takes 1 more. It's all a one-man show at this point. It's a 1v3 equation. Raja pulling off the catwalk. Was the individual, takes him down, and there goes the 9th round in the favor of Airavata Esports. Crucial victory, and a victory which was needed after that setback that they happened to get in the previous timeout.
Now, a lot of good ultimates online now for the members of the defense. They can use the URL to gain early information and possibly guarantee themselves a kill if the Reina is able to follow up, but it's gonna be a big ask. They're now spread out, waiting for information on either side of where they really want to go on this team. Opting for more of a mid push as NB. Position's already given away. He's gonna try to take the fight, but up against NB, that'll be a very tough call. Flashes are beautiful to try and delay this aggressive rush. Batman's gonna be able to shut down another one, but he went in a little bit too far. Shrey's gonna be able to take down the double. Flash dodge is perfect, coming in from No Mercy. He's not gonna be able to find the second though. Could not convert, but now it's all up to Hybrid. Positions given, sounds also found. Shrey repositioning slightly here before opting to go in for the swing. Is he expecting it? He spots him out. But Buster, he's gonna be in the back to make sure his teammate does not die in vain. 1 to 10 here. Later. Is that about that? They're looking to close off this first half on a 1 to 11.
On my way.
Good lead, to be honest. I have to say, a good lead. But how far are they going to go? That's the main question at this point, because this is the last round. And after that, the sides will be switched. DUPG Esports would be looking forward to get some good rounds after that. But again, when you are on the attacker side, it's not an easy way to make an entry. That too, when you have 5 individuals who are experienced, who are gelled up, who are synergized. Look at them making their approach towards the P side, the attacker side. It's good. As we have a lockdown coming in from the AJ. And the sign is holding off the catwalks with the operators. Can be phenomenal. I'm looking forward to see if that's the case. There goes the Guardian shots. Nothing valuable came through in the first 2 shots, but finally Shrey pushes in. Yoru with the ultimate, trying to discourage the opponents, but No Mercy is going to plant it away. It's a 3v4 equation. Going to be a tough one to deal with. I feel it's a win for Airavata Esports. Pretty impossible type of scenario, and there you go. Hybrid gets taken down the clandestine. NV2K takes Raja down, but he has to come up with a 1v3. Unfortunately, the Recon Phantom of clandestine will be able to find him and take him down. 12 rounds, and the results are 11-1. DUPG Esports severely affected at this point.
I don't think they even get that extra little bit of money if you only have 2 people on the team. Which is even more sad. The poor guys can't even go in for proper buys. For Airavata, this is just about cleanup duty at this point. It's a sad story, but what can we really do? 4v5s have to be watched in certain scenarios, and hopefully it's not going to happen for the next map. And Disease is already back and he's raring to go. I can see a lot of promise in this team for the side of DUPG, but I hope that they do not let this 4v5 match get into their heads. They will be walking a tightrope though, with the safety net at the bottom, mind you, because they have the decider finals that they can play to go in for a proper rematch if they do lose here up against Airavata. But for Airavata, they are probably a little bit too overconfident too, but at the same time, they have been humbled. Mind you, a lot of the rounds they nearly did lose if Shrey didn't pull off a miracle. And I'm hoping that they remember this moving on over to the second. That DUPG can put up a good fight even when they only have 4 players on it.
Totally agreeing with your points. Even when we talk about the 9th round after the tactical timeout, we got to see that overcommitment coming in. Reach with the ultimate and everybody swinging in, and nobody had the idea of how Reina was able to get a 1v2 at that point, a 2k. And after that, Jet, Omen, Yoru, everybody pushed in. Look at this, a slow and steady approach coming in. A-Star already through market into the pizza area, dashes in towards the defender spawn. Reach has got that info. Looking forward to get some good picks over there. On the A main, as we can see, the other individuals are making a cluster. A good ding shot, but Batman retaliates and takes the kill as well. From the tree, clandestine being the menace. It's a 1v3 equation. A-Star really has to come up with some crucial plays as the spike is pretty much down at A main. As an individual, won't be an easy road to ride because we are left with just 10 seconds. It's a loss again. Match point coming through pretty soon for Team Airavata Esports. Nothing to really offer, and there you go.
That's a clean flick and a half right there coming in from Shrey. This man does love to show off, but absolutely emotionless at the end of the day. Small mistake coming in from Raja, but I do think that the team is just riding the highs pretty much. Look at this guy. Beautiful flicks. Dominance has been established. The first map looks to be over already. For now, though.
One last rodeo. I guess I feel that this might be one last rodeo, to be honest, for this particular map of Ascent. Sun. Sun. PB5 equation. What? Interesting.
Both of them had the exact same idea.
Yeah.
The same idea is one thing, but executing it is another. Find this team. Let's follow one of the players with a jump spot here, so at the bare minimum, he's going to be able to see them out.
Oh, crucial one.
What a double headshot. Lineup was perfect. Strong start. But not really that big of a surprise. What I'm really surprised about is the one round that they were able to get. A well-played executed round right after a pause is supposed to show how strong the members of DUPG are. And hopefully with their full team now coming for map number 2, it'll be a completely different story, and map number 3 could be on the horizons.
Honestly, I really want to see a decider coming through in this particular BO3 equation, because the first map feels like it's just started and it's already the end of this particular map. The only setback that Airavata Esports had was basically the 9th round after the tactical timeout, and it was also basically due to their overcommitment. I truly believe that, because the way Breach Ultimate went through, and after that the way they were unable to understand Reina coming through, Leas coming through, Jet dashing in, Yoru's pop flashes working it out at this point. So yeah, there was certain situations where overcommitment really came through, and it was like basically Airavata Esports is going to lose those rounds, but the anchor Shrey was already there, holding it off, be it the pistol round or the bonus round. I've seen him doing phenomenal stuff, being the KJ for the team, getting the first bloods, getting the anchor, and also some crucial picks at the last moment. The clutch moments were also being developed by Shrey. I have to give kudos to him and appreciate him really well.
Shrey was a phenomenal player, and if he's able to carry this momentum forward over at the top of Lotus, where, mind you, the Sentinel is even more important because of the amount of trap plays that you can utilize for that particular map. I'm an advocate for Sentinel players that know how to set up proper traps. Killjoy is one of the big playmakers for it. If you can use one alarm bot to completely nullify a lurk, then why not utilize it? Hopefully Shrey does know this. There's a particular alarm bot that you can play straight outside of C, right behind the mount. That will stop any lurkers from coming through. And if they do break it, you can instantly peek out as a Killjoy and guarantee yourself a kill there. It's so big that most teams don't really even utilize it. Those are the trap plays that I want to see come out of Shrey. Shrey is incredibly talented when it comes down to his raw mechanical skill, but his game sense will be tested out in the next map with all 5 players from DUPG coming in front of his face. A superstar for one, hopefully he will be a superstar for the second. And another highlight that I have to give is to Envy. Even though he was being pressurized by
The
4
Euro.
players, the man did not budge. He was like an iron wall just standing there.
True.
And he made sure to get at least 1 or 2 kills before he died. Even with 4 players rushing him, he had the audacity to stand still and out-aim 2 before he finally went down into the grave. And that's what I want to see from them. That confidence is what we expect from a team of DUPG's caliber. And as we head on down over into the scorecard, it's not really much of a story that we can tell from here. It's only 4 players, so Hakuna Matata. Next map is great.
Tough one for DUPG Esports, I have to say this. No doubt, NV2K and Shrey from their in each respective team, they have done phenomenal stuff, as you rightly said. NV2K swinging in, taking some crucial picks, being the Euro for the team. The pop flashes really worked out. The kind of playstyle that he wanted to maintain really worked out. But I have to say, like Batman, there were certain moments when Brina was able to be very, very useful. But other than that, be it Hybrid or A-Star, not a lot of value came through. I know that they were man short, so that's one of those particular reasons why this particular team was on a very shaky note. The way NV2K performed, I really want him to be performing in the same fashion in the next particular maps as well, so that we'll get to see a decider, and that will be another interesting storyline to talk about. But on the hindsight, a lot of things to talk about from the perspective of Shrey and the other guys. But let me remind you guys, the AMD presents Flipkart Back to College Cup Season number 1. MVP of the match in the upper bracket finals is going to be from DUPG Esports. NV2K is the name. ADA looks amazing, and look at the average combat score, 371.
On a 4v5, mind you, and he was on a Euro. This guy's Euro mastery is scary. We've seen DUPG utilize this Euro back in the past too. It is. There are very few Euro players in India, right, that can at least play the character at the highest level. And NV being one, yeah, I'm scared. Like, I understand why Breeze was an instant ban from the members of Airavata. They do not want this.
Well, I mean, the way NV played, that reminds me like what kind of potential DUPG Esports is having at this point. The only factor where they were like a man short, that was one of those reasons why this team was on an edge. Other than that, I truly feel that they will have their momentum in the next few games. Because if I'm not wrong, their map pick is going to come pretty soon. The next one is going to be DUPG Esports' pick. So they will be there in their element, and I really hope that Disease will be back. And if it's a 5v5 competition, Airavata Esports is going to have a run for their money, and it's not going to be an easy competition, as we have already seen what kind of potential these lads have in a 4v5 equation in the map of Ascent.
What I'm really going to be interested to see was what kind of compositions DUPG are going to be utilizing for the map of Flores. With all 5 members now back in present, will it be Viper? Will it be a double initiator setup, single initiator with a double duelist? There's a lot of different options that you can now go for the map of Lotus. Lotus, I think, has settled down to be this next Ascent, in my opinion, for almost every region. Ascent's soon going to be going away. 8.17 patch is going to be coming out, and as soon as that is there, it's going to be a little bit of a change. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, apparently we have gotten information that the 5th player for the side of will not be available for the second game as well, and because of that, DUPG has chosen to forfeit. We were hyping up the someone back for the 5th player. Disease is not going to be able to make it for DUPG. They have taken loss here. That's a very sad story because Airavata, they get a one-way ticket over towards the grand finals.
I really thought Airavata Esports is going to have a fierce competition in the next few games, but then again, these technical difficulties, they are unannounced to be honest. So this is the factor that is going to be the case where Team WG Esports are now in a very tricky spot. Airavata Esports, I would love to see what they're going to do in the grand finals because that will be a BO5 equation. No setbacks will be there to be honest, because in a BO5 situation, if you are able to lose the control of the first two maps, I truly believe the momentum is kind of lost. Then the map might be an advantage for you, where you might be able to be a little bit stronger against your opponent. But other than that, all the factors are going to be very, very challenging to talk about. So I'm pretty excited to see what happens over there. But for now, yeah, Airavata Esports, a good game. PUBG on the hindsight, a very fierce competition. In Me2K, he will be the most unhappy one, I believe.
I mean, think about it. There's still an opportunity that WG could be coming back. Disease had some problems, right? He was not able to make it for the upper bracket finals. Even if they lose here, they forfeit it, they go straight down to the lower bracket. They go up against Team Resonance to see exactly who will get that opportunity to face off against Airavata. Again, Team Resonance, though, a very scary squad by G. This team is extremely difficult to rattle because they have experienced players like Lucia on that roster. And because of him, I'm pretty sure that this squad could just take down WG. There's a very good possibility. They haven't really faced off against one another, so we do not have any form of statistics to really measure them up. But from what we have seen, their map pool is very much similar. What WG has in general, though, is that raw mechanical talent that is a little bit missing, I would say, from the members of Team Resonance. But even then, I don't know, man. It's gonna be a very one-sided affair, I would say. One-sided affair if we don't see the members of Team Resonance really start to show up. Players like Envy, they're gonna be raring to go. They just lost an opportunity to face off against Airavata and go over to the grand finals. They will be angry and they will be out for blood here tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. So make sure to hit that like, hit that subscribe, and also hit that notification bell if you don't want to miss the match that's gonna be happening tomorrow. Tomorrow's match is going to be even more important than this one. This was a little bit of a whitewash. Nothing much we can do about it. We gave them as much time as we possibly could, but we can't, not much that we can give. But overall, tomorrow's game is where it's really going to heat up. Resonance going up against Dub. I'm excited.
Also, aggressive, there is a sale going on, the back to college sale on Flipkart. I truly believe our audience has to go in and check out. The links are pretty much pinned, and the description is also opened up where you can find the link. And go ahead and check out the sale because limited stocks are there on every single particular product that you want to go with. And you can check out the Acer laptops, the AS ROG gaming monitor or graphic cards that are pretty much available, along with the monitors that are going to be there. And WD Black, Photronics, all of these individual companies have got a lot of things to offer you guys, and it is all available on Flipkart's Back to College Cup sale. So just go ahead and check it out. I would like to say that. But Aggressive, I want you to tell me that what do you think what will happen in grand finals?
Just have to wait and see. We're gonna be holding you guys in for a little while longer, as of course you're gonna be checking out the sales down below. Don't forget. I'm gonna be asking you though, Raider. Tomorrow, who do you think has a even more of a bigger opportunity of winning? You have been watching the games on the side from time to time. So, do you think that PUBG is gonna lose to the side of Team Resonance? Because Team Resonance is a little bit shaky, especially after today's game. They haven't had a lot of clean finishes. So I'm kind of worried that they might crumble under the pressure that PUBG can put out.
See, the thing is, WG Esports is in a kind of situation where they could have fought against Airavata Esports, where they could have brought a BO3 type of equation to the fullest and finals equation, like the decider could have come into the game. But due to the technical difficulties, that is not going to happen. So they will be back with vengeance tomorrow. And that might be the driving force behind their gameplay, behind their action, behind their play style. Disease will be there. NV2K is going to perform the way he's doing. A-Star, Hybrid, Batman. I truly think that WG Esports is going to put one hell of a showdown tomorrow. So for me, what I think that which particular team is going to win, answering to your question, I think it could be WG Esports.
That is for certain. We're going to be heading on down over onto a break, ladies and gentlemen, I do believe. And we'll be back with you with a lot more information to see if anything can be done about this. Don't worry, we'll be right back.
Want a curved screen, high refresh rate gaming, and don't want to compromise? Well, the ASRock Phantom Gaming 27-inch 240Hz curved monitor is here to deliver. In the box, we've got our power cable, HDMI and DisplayPort cables, and a rugged stand. And finally, the ASRock Phantom Gaming monitor with an impressive 27-inch curved 1500R VA display. This makes for quite the immersive experience, especially in competitive games like Valorant, which demand higher refresh rates. Diving into the specs, this monitor goes up to 1080p, sports a blazing fast 240Hz refresh rate for silky smooth gameplay, and HDR10 support for vibrant lifelike colors. It covers 90% of the DCI-P3 and 113% of the sRGB color spaces, making those visuals pop at a max brightness of 300 nits. This is great for picking out enemies in low visibility situations. It's got a rapid 1 millisecond response time with MPRT mode to keep motion blur in check for perfect aim, and dual 2-watt speakers built right in just in case you don't have your headphones on you. For connectivity, this monitor is equipped with two HDMI 2.0 ports, one DisplayPort 1.2, and a headphone jack. The stand is solid with swivel and tilt adjustments, but there is no height adjustment. However, it does support VESA mounting if you want to customize your setup. The monitor also sports ASRock's low blue light technology, so those long rank up sessions are a little easier on your eyes. Additionally, FreeSync Premium is also present on this monitor, preventing screen tearing at unstable frame rates. Overall, this monitor does exactly what it says on the box. Super fast, high refresh rate gaming for titles like Valorant to give you the competitive edge you need. Today we've got something special for AMD users. The ASRock B650 Live Mixer motherboard. Packed with features and support for AM5 processors, this motherboard is a statement both visually and specs-wise. As an AM5 board, the ASRock B650 Live Mixer supports both AMD Ryzen 8000 and 7000 series processors and will continue to support all AMD CPUs until 2026. Whether you're upgrading or building a new rig, this motherboard has you covered. Power delivery is robust with a 14+2+1 phase power design, ensuring stable and efficient power distribution. For memory, it sports 4 DDR5 DIMM slots with support for 6400+ MHz speeds when overclocked. Expandability is key in any build, and the B650 Live Mixer shines with 3 PCIe 4.0x16 slots and an M.2 key E slot for Wi-Fi modules. Rear I/O is great with an HDMI and DisplayPort connector, 14 USB ports, out of which you get one 3.2 Gen 2 Type A port and a 3.2 Gen 2x2 Type C port. Those with blazing fast internet will be happy to see a 2.5 gigabit Ethernet port at the back. For audiophiles, it features 7.1 channel HD audio with the Realtek ALC897 audio codec and Nahimic audio enhancement. Whether gaming or watching movies, you can expect immersive audio quality. Storage solutions are top-notch with one blazing fast PCIe Gen 5x4 M.2 slot and two PCIe Gen 4x4 M.2 slots. Additionally, it also has two SATA 3 connectors for additional hard drives or SSDs. All in all, the ASRock B650 Live Mixer motherboard is loaded with features that make it a formidable foundation for any high-end PC. Whether you're a gamer, a content creator, or just looking for a powerful system, this motherboard checks all the boxes. Want a curved screen, high refresh rate gaming, and don't want to compromise? Well, the ASRock Phantom Gaming 27-inch 240Hz curved monitor is here to deliver. In the box, we've got our power cable, HDMI and DisplayPort cables, and a rugged stand. And finally, the ASRock Phantom Gaming monitor with an impressive 27-inch curved 1500R VA display. This makes for quite the immersive experience, especially in competitive games like Valorant, which demand higher refresh rates. Diving into the specs, this monitor goes up to 1080p, sports a blazing fast 240Hz refresh rate for silky smooth gameplay, and HDR10 support for vibrant lifelike colors. It covers 90% of the DCI-P3 and 113% of the sRGB color spaces, making those visuals pop at a max brightness of 300 nits. This is great for picking out enemies in low visibility situations. It's got a rapid 1 millisecond response time with MPRT mode to keep motion blur in check for perfect aim, and dual 2-watt speakers built right in just in case you don't have your headphones on you. For connectivity, this monitor is equipped with two HDMI 2.0 ports, one DisplayPort 1.2, and a headphone jack. The stand is solid with swivel and tilt adjustments, but there is no height adjustment. However, it does support VESA mounting if you want to customize your setup. The monitor also sports ASRock's low blue light technology, so those long rank up sessions are a little easier on your eyes. Additionally, FreeSync Premium is also present on this monitor, preventing screen tearing at unstable frame rates. Overall, this monitor does exactly what it says on the box. Super fast, high refresh rate gaming for titles like Valorant to give you the competitive edge you need. Today we've got something special for AMD users. The ASRock B650 Live Mixer motherboard. Packed with features and support for AM5 processors, this motherboard is a statement both visually and specs-wise. As an AM5 board, the ASRock B650 Live Mixer supports both AMD Ryzen 8000 and 7000 series processors and will continue to support all AMD CPUs until 2026. Whether you're upgrading or building a new rig, this motherboard has you covered. Power delivery is robust with a 14+2+1 phase power design, ensuring stable and efficient power distribution. For memory, it sports 4 DDR5 DIMM slots with support for 6400+ MHz speeds when overclocked. Expandability is key in any build, and the B650 Live Mixer shines with 3 PCIe 4.0x16 slots and an M.2 key E slot for Wi-Fi modules. Rear I/O is great with an HDMI and DisplayPort connector, 14 USB ports, out of which you get one 3.2 Gen 2 Type A port and a 3.2 Gen 2x2 Type C port. Those with blazing fast internet will be happy to see a 2.5 gigabit Ethernet port at the back. For audio files, it features 7.1 channel HD audio with the Realtek ALC897 audio codec and Nahimic audio enhancement. Whether gaming or watching movies, you can expect immersive audio quality. Storage solutions are top-notch with one blazing fast PCIe Gen 5x4 M.2 slot and 2 PCIe Gen 4x4 M.2 slots. Additionally, it also has 2 SATA 3 connectors for additional hard drives or SSDs. All in all, the ASRock B650 Live Mixer motherboard is loaded with features that make it a formidable foundation for any high-end PC. Whether you're a gamer, a content creator, or just looking for a powerful system, this motherboard checks all the boxes.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. The AMD presents Flipkart Back to College Cup Season 1 powered by ASRock. Acer W back in Protronics. Sadly, we did go on a little bit of a break to give the teams 5 minutes to decide whether their player is going to be able to come back or not, and they're willing to play this best of 3. But sadly, the members of DUPG were not really able to make it. We gave them another opportunity. I'm pretty sure all of you guys were really excited to see the entire matchup happen, but that's not going to be the case. But still, they had the safety net, right? They're being relegated down over towards the lower bracket. They will be going up against Team Residence tomorrow. That should get set to your calendars for 6 p.m. Ladies and gentlemen, the Deciders final will be happening there. It will be a BO3, not a BO5, because that would take way too long even for the lower brackets. So BO3, then straight on down over to the grand finals, which will be a BO5. So make sure to hit that like and also hit that notification bell down below so that you do not miss out on any of the action, and of course the timings of when the streams will go live. The matches are getting heated up more and more, and especially with DUPG now looking for vengeance against the members of Airavata, this will keep getting interesting.
Indeed, the vengeance is going to be there. DUPG Esports is going to make sure that whatever chance they have missed today, they're going to bring that game tomorrow and make sure that they are in the grand final, so that it's going to be a redemption storyline for them. But this is it, guys, for the day in the AMD Presents Flipkart Back to College Cup Season number 1 powered by DUPG Black, Acer, ASRock, and Protronics. We'll be seeing you tomorrow. Till then, peace out. Thank you for joining us. Bye-bye.
Want a curved screen, high refresh rate gaming, and don't want to compromise? Well, the ASRock Phantom Gaming 27-inch 240Hz curved monitor is here to deliver. In the box, we've got our power cable, HDMI and DisplayPort cables, and a rugged stand. And finally, the ASRock Phantom Gaming monitor with an impressive 27-inch curved 1500R VA display. This makes for quite the immersive experience, especially in competitive games like Valorant, which demand higher refresh rates. Diving into the specs, this monitor goes up to 1080p, sports a blazing fast 240Hz refresh rate for silky smooth gameplay, and HDR10 support for vibrant lifelike colors. It covers 90% of the DCI-P3 and 113% of the sRGB color spaces, making those visuals pop at a max brightness of 300 nits. This is great for picking out enemies in low visibility situations. It's got a rapid 1 millisecond response time with MPRT mode to keep motion blur in check for perfect aim, and dual 2-watt speakers built right in just in case you don't have your headphones on you. For connectivity, this monitor is equipped with 2 HDMI 2.0 ports, 1 DisplayPort 1.2, and a headphone jack. The stand is solid with swivel and tilt adjustments, but there is no height adjustment. However, it does support VESA mounting if you want to customize your setup. The monitor also sports ASRock's low blue light technology, so those long rank up sessions are a little easier on your eyes. Additionally, FreeSync Premium is also present on this monitor, preventing screen tearing at unstable frame rates. Overall, this monitor does exactly what it says on the box. Super fast, high refresh rate gaming for titles like Valorant to give you the competitive edge you need. Today we've got something special for AMD users. The ASRock B650 Live Mixer motherboard. Packed with features and support for AM5 processors, this motherboard is a statement both visually and specs-wise. As an AM5 board, the ASRock B650 Live Mixer supports both AMD Ryzen 8000 and 7000 series processors and will continue to support all AMD CPUs until 2026. Whether you're upgrading or building a new rig, this motherboard has you covered. Power delivery is robust with a 14+2+1 phase power design, ensuring stable and efficient power distribution. For memory, it sports 4 DDR5 DIMM slots with support for 6400+ MHz speeds when overclocked. Expandability is key in any build, and the B650 Live Mixer shines with 3 PCIe 4.0x16 slots and an M.2 key E slot for Wi-Fi modules. Rear I/O is great with an HDMI and DisplayPort connector, 14 USB ports, out of which you get one 3.2 Gen 2 Type A port and a 3.2 Gen 2x2 Type C port. Those with blazing fast internet will be happy to see a 2.5 gigabit Ethernet port at the back. For audiophiles, it features 7.1 channel HD audio with the Realtek ALC897 audio codec and Nahimic audio enhancement. Whether gaming or watching movies, you can expect immersive audio quality. Storage solutions are top-notch with one blazing fast PCIe Gen 5x4 M.2 slot and 2 PCIe Gen 4x4 M.2 slots. Additionally, it also has 2 SATA 3 connectors for additional hard drives or SSDs. All in all, the ASRock B650 Live Mixer motherboard is loaded with features that make it a formidable foundation for any high-end PC. Whether you're a gamer, a content creator, or just looking for a powerful system, this motherboard checks all the boxes.